invented school? Well, the answer is not what you may think. You see, the modern school system was made in the 1830s, when a guy named Horace Mann, known at the time as the Secretary of the Massachusetts State Board of Education, when he made the Common School movement, which makes it so that the states make elementary schools free for all kids. But the real inventor of the concept of schools remains unknown, but it could be traced all the way back to the Sumerians, which could be old as 3,500 years old. So, now you know! Did you know there used to be other habitable planets? Well, it's true. You see, Mars along with Venus is in the habitable zone, and in fact they used to be similar to Earth. But now Mars and Venus is a wasteland. So, what happened? Well, Mars lost their magnetic field, making it exposed to the radiation. And as the sun slowly grew over billions of years, Venus's water slowly evaporated due to the radiation in the upper atmosphere. It split the water into oxygen and hydrogen, making it uninhabitable. So, now you know! Who invented the credit card? Credit cards have been one of the most popular ways to pay for stuff for years, but who invented them? Well, the answer is not what you may think. Credit cards are actually invented pretty recently, them being invented in the 1950s, or about 76 years ago, when a guy named Frank Nummerman wanted a universal way to pay for stuff without cash. So with help with his business partner, Ralph Sheeter, they made the Diners Club card, later evolving as the credit card we still see today. So, now you know! Did you know dogs can smell your emotions? Well, it's true. Dogs have such a great smell, in fact they can smell up to 100,000 times the normal human. They need a strong sense of smell, mainly due to the fact they rely on it to see their surroundings, which makes them able to smell your emotions based on the chemicals your body makes. Like for example, when you are scared or stressed, your body typically produces chemicals associated with fear, and same applies when you're happy. So, now you know! How long have people been playing cards? Well, the answer is not what you may think. Cards have been very significant for hundreds of years, but how long have we been playing cards? Despite cards being popular in the late 14th century in Europe, cards' earliest version was made in the 9th century in China, or for over 1100 years during the Tang Dynasty. But the modern card deck was made in the 1480s in France. So, now you know! Did you know 80% of your body heat leaves your head? Well, you probably heard about this myth growing up. But is it true? You see, it originated from a military US manual from the 1970s that says that 40 to 45% of your body heat is lost from the head. Well, that is false, as recent study shows that you lose a similar amount of heat per square inch. So, now you know! Did you know every 26 seconds there is a mysterious underground vibration? Well, this is called the Earth's heartbeat, discovered in the 1960s by a geologist named Jack Oliver. When he discovered this, he noticed this vibration was coming from the Southern Atlantic Ocean. But even decades after he discovered it, we still don't know why. One theory is that it's a large network of water that moves through tiny cracks in the ocean. Another theory is that this pulse comes from a volcano on an island called Sao Tome. But the most popular theory is caused by massive waves from the Gulf of Guinea that smashes into the continental shelf. So, now you know!